Many thanks, Owen. Now, the settlement by New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham and a former campaign spokesman is now reached at $150,000. The latest round of payments to settle the accusations of harassment have been disclosed in a campaign finance report that the Democrat campaign filed. The staffer had said Lujan Grisham dropped water on his crotch and then grabbed his crotch during a 2018 campaign staff meeting prior to our election. The report on campaign spending and contributions will shed more light on efforts to re-elect or defeat Lujan Grisham. Several Republicans strive to take back the office.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's administration is also expected to extend a mask mandate for indoor public settings beyond the scheduled expiration date of a state public health order. The state has allegedly seen a high number of new COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations in recent weeks as a surge caused by the highly contagious Delta variant has plateaued but not subsided. State health officials on Tuesday reported over 2,400 new virus cases since Friday. The majority of those who have died have been elderly residents with underlying health conditions, though the latest deaths included 3 men in their 30s. New Mexico's Child Protection Department is trying to restore their credibility after a series of scandals. Recently, the state legislature learned it was given misleading child maltreatment data. According to Secretary Barbara J. Vigil, the Children, Youth, and Families Department will be more transparent and accountable. Speaking at the Indian Child Welfare Act Summit Tuesday, Vigil pledged to defend the federal law after which the summit was named. The summit prioritizes tribal members in adoptions of Native American children. Supporters fear the U.S. Supreme Court could invalidate the law.
Still staying with New Mexico, a New Mexico State University professor who opposed campus vaccine and mask mandate will no longer be teaching there. David Clement, a business college professor, posted on social media account that he had been terminated. The university on Monday stated that Clement was no longer employed by NMSU. The professor had been suspended since August over public declarations that he would not abide by any COVID-19 vaccine or mask mandate. Clement had argued that maxing and vaccine policies are illegal.
Well, that's all the news we have right now, but stay tuned for Owen with weather after the break.
And here's a look at the financial market.
Welcome back, weather fans. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Condensation, temperature, it's all here. So let's check out current temperatures. So we can see it's getting a little cold here in New Mexico. We can see 55 and 54 up in Gallup and Farmington. Over in the Central Mountains, 57 in Santa Fe and 62 in Albuquerque. We come down to our southeastern little slice of heaven here. We have 69 in both Portales and Clovis, very nice temperatures, and 80 in Roswell. Oh goodness, we're so close and yet there's such a drastic difference. Roswell always has to stand out. Looking at tonight's lows, we can see that we're getting some places below freezing here. 29 in Farmington and 23 in Gallup. Make sure to leave your faucet dripping over there, fellas. 29 in Santa Fe, same goes for you. 38 in Albuquerque, and descending down into the southeast, we see 37 in Clovis, 38 in Portales, and 48 in Roswell. We're not quite there yet, but personally I'm fine with that. I like chilly, maybe not that chilly. So, going into tomorrow's highs, we can see 57 in Farmington, 57 in Gallup, Twinsies, 61 in Santa Fe, 66 in Albuquerque, and 73 in Clovis, 75 in Portales, and 81 in Roswell. So, 7-day forecast. Let's tell the future here, everybody. So, looking at Carlsbad, we can see that, well, their temperatures aren't going to come down too drastically here. We're seeing an 83 here on Thursday, and then we're going to go down into the 70s on Saturday and Sunday, but we're still in that 80s weather for the most part. Looking into Tucumcari, oh, see, they're getting the chilly weather over there. 73 on Thursday, 63 on Friday, 70s for Saturday and Sunday too. So you'll get a little bit of that last fleeting bit of summer weather there. Maybe ride a bike if it's not too windy. And then starting out the week cloudy on Monday and Tuesday. Looking at Roswell, I see that you're getting healthy helpings of sun, sun, and sun. 80 on Thursday. Then looking at the weekend, 71 and 76, not too bad. Then right back up to 85 on Monday. Got to fill the quota. Then finally, Portales. We're seeing here, we're getting pretty chilly actually. 70 on Saturday, and it looks like the low for that night's going to be 38. So be aware if you're going to be staying out late at the Peanut Festival. Then Sunday goes up to 74, and we're going to get back up to those moderate temperatures there starting out next week.
Well, Owen, this Friday night, I'm planning to go to the corn maze in Clovis, and I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to the lower temperatures, though, because I feel like that just sets the tone more for like the fall weather, and especially the activity I'm doing. So I'm looking forward to it.
More immersive, more spooky. I understand. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself.
I'm looking forward to the weather, dude, because it's just going to be too cold for me.
I know. Yeah.
You're not going to go do the corn maze?
I don't know yet.
You got to.
I
It's
bet
part
you'd
of
be
it.
able to solve it. You'd be leading everybody through it. This way.
Okay, then I think I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, if you're like me, then go out to the corn maze this weekend. But that's all the news we have right now. We'll be right back after the break. Moving on to national news, Southwest Airlines canceled hundreds of flights on Monday after claiming a weekend of major service disruptions. On Monday, Southwest had canceled about 360 flights, and more than 600 others were delayed.
So I sat on hold with Southwest for about an hour, and at that point, I basically said, all right, well, if I'm having these issues, probably everybody else and their aunt and their dog is probably trying to get a hold of Southwest also.
The Dallas-based airline blamed air traffic control issues and bad weather for weekend operational challenges that resulted in 1,900 canceled flights on Saturday and Sunday. However, Southwest Airlines was the only airline to report canceled and delayed flights over the weekend. Other airlines at the same airports did not have to cancel flights due to weather. The Federal Aviation Administration pushed back against Southwest's explanation. The airline is clashing with its pilot union over the federal vaccination mandate. Some employees are not showing up for work. The federal vaccination mandate for airlines begins on December 8th. Since this, United Airlines have put the vaccine mandate on hold for employees seeking medical or religious exemptions. It's one of the leading causes of death for babies. However, sudden infant death syndrome can be prevented. According to recent data from the CDC, in 2019, about 3,400 babies younger than 12 months died suddenly and unexpectedly, many while sleeping. The month of October is Safe Sleep Awareness Month. Doctors are reminding parents that keeping babies safe is as easy as ABC. Mandy Gaither brings you today's Health Minute.
It's unthinkable, but every year, thousands of babies younger than a year die suddenly and unexpectedly. Many of those deaths happen while sleeping.
The cries and screams of that parent who will never see their child again due to a decision such as bed sharing or falling asleep on the couch that seemed so benign will haunt my dreams for the rest of my career.
Sudden infant death syndrome doesn't have to happen. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life urges parents to remember ABC. A is for alone. Babies should always sleep by themselves. Sharing a bed or napping on the couch raises the risk of suffocation. B is for back. Babies should sleep on their backs and on a firm surface. Their neck muscles aren't strong enough to prevent suffocation.
Just because your mother put you on your belly, we call that survivor's bias. So we think it's going to be okay, but it really, the one time you do it could be the last time you see your child.
C stands for clear. Keep cribs clear of anything that can obstruct breathing, including blankets, toys, and loveys.
A boring crib is a safe crib.
If your child falls asleep in a car seat or swing, move them somewhere safe when you can.
That chin to chest position that the car seat naturally puts children in is safe for riding and for short periods of time, but not safe for sleeping.
Focusing on where your baby sleeps can help keep them safe day and night. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, last year the Balloon Festival was cancelled because of the pandemic. This year, Balloon Fiesta just ended on Sunday. If you weren't able to go and see the colourful event, we have footages for you. News 3's Melina Upchurch has the story.
pretty incredible, actually. It's I've never seen anything like it. I've been up on one hot air balloon ride, but nothing like this. This is amazing.
Many are here from the state and internationally at the 49th Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Last year it was canceled, but this year it is back up and running and people are excited to be here.
I think it's just really cool. Like, we missed it last year, like just not even having it, because there's been years like I haven't went, but the fact that we can like do this again is just really cool. It's the best.
Yeah. And this is going to be like a yearly thing now.
Many endured the cold weather last week to see the balloons take flight at the Balloon Fiesta.
This is my first time and this is amazing. It's to watch all these balloons and to be right in the middle of all the action as they're inflating and then going up. Oh, I think everyone's having a great time. And I think they didn't have it last year because of the COVID-19, and I think everyone's really excited that it's happening this year.
Events this year included the balloon glow, wood carving, skydiving, fireworks, mass ascension, and special shape rodeo. There was also music and entertainment.
You know, there have been so many balloons. I think our favorite one so far is there was the United States flag that went off in Dawn Patrol about an hour ago, and it was spectacular.
Yeah, with the glow in the night, that was before sunrise, that was really neat. And right now it's just incredible. I don't know which way to look.
This year's fiesta came to a close on Sunday. The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is proclaimed as the world's most photographed event. It is also an advertising opportunity for many. For News 3 New Mexico, I'm Marilyn Upchurch. That's all the news we have for you right now.
Well, be sure to stay tuned.
Welcome back to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Kitana Sapinga, and tonight I'm bringing you updates on Eastern's fall sports. Greyhound football collected their first conference win last week as they beat Western New Mexico in the Green Chili Bowl. Let's go ahead and take a look. Curry Thomason put Eastern on the board with an easy 3-yard touchdown.
And Thompson up the middle, sail in the end zone. Easy skating there for Curry Thompson on the 3-yard touchdown run, 6-yard line.
At a tied score, quarterback Nathan Valencia finds Devin Bailey for another 6. Just as the first half is wrapping up, Valencia makes a solid throw to Zach Fields. Coming out of halftime, number 25, Russell Howard, makes a big run up the left sideline, securing another Greyhound touchdown.
The left sideline, one man to beat, end zone touchdown.
Our Hounds were playing catch-up as number 7, Romel Jones, makes an interception, giving Eastern another chance.
Could be intercepted. Let's see.
Still trying to scrap for points, Valencia and Manyweather connect in the end zone.
Caught, touchdown.
With just a minute left in the game, Valencia makes a clutch throw to Fields to bring the Hounds just within reach.
Caught, touchdown.
With a minute left, the Mustangs fumble the ball, the Hounds recover, and Eastern gets another shot to win this game.
Allen's got to get on that. Oh, Eastern New Mexico recovered it. Down.
Valencia goes for a touchdown with Manyweather and is successful. The Hounds now lead the game with 30 seconds left. The game will end on another fumble from the Mustangs. The final score was 50-47. Way to fight, Eastern. What a great way to begin Wagon Wheel Week. The biggest game of the season is next up for our Hounds. They will play our rivals, West Texas A&M, for the Wagon Wheel this Saturday at home. Kickoff starts at 6. You don't want to miss it. While we're already on the topic of Greyhound football, shout out to senior wide receiver Justin Manyweather for being Lone Star Conference's Offensive Player of the Week. Manyweather joined Greyhound football his junior year after playing his first 2 collegiate seasons at Fullerton College. In 2019, he averaged 10.5 yards per carry, and he finished 4th on the team with 335 yards rushing on just 32 carries. This season, Manyweather set program records in a single game. He had 237 receiving yards and 16 catches all in last week's game. His catches and receiving yards set new single-game highs by any LSC player this season. Manyweather's 16 catches was the second most in a single game this season across the entire Division II. His 237 receiving yards was the 4th most in a single game in Division II. Not to mention, he is still number 2 on the leaderboard for receiving yards, number 2 for scoring, number 1 for kick returns, and number 2 for punt returns. Manyweather is a vet when it comes to conference awards. In 2019, he was named All-LSC Honorable Mention, and he was selected as the Special Teams Player of the Week. Once again, congrats, Justin. Eastern looks forward to watching you the rest of the season. Before we go on break, I have a live update from the Greyhound soccer game that is going on right now. It is still the first half, and the current score is Oklahoma Christian 0, Eastern 0. Let's hope the Greyhounds can pull out a win. That is all the sports I have for you right now, but we will be back at the desk with Olienka and Landry after a short break, so stay tuned.
I just want to remind you all of you weather fans tuning back in, that it's going to be a chilly night tonight. Be ready for it. I know that I'm always a little underprepared when it gets to this time of year, so looking at 29 in Farmington, 23 in Gallup, and 29 in Santa Fe, 38 in Albuquerque, and down here in Clovis and Portales, where we call home, 37 in Clovis, 38 in Portales, and I have to include Roswell, 48. Never going to leave you guys out. So put an extra blanket on your bed, get cozy, enjoy your night, maybe have a little hot cup of cocoa. Back with Landry and Olienka at the desk.
Many thanks, Owen, once again. Now, William Shatner from Star Trek boldly goes into space, becoming the oldest person ever to travel into space. Also, not one but 4 massive cooling towers come crashing down all at once. This is all coming up in today's Take a Look at This with Jeremy Rotz.
Actor William Shatner has made history, blasting off with the crew of a Blue Origin rocket at age 90.
Engine start. 2, 1.
To become the oldest person ever to travel to space, to boldly go where people much younger than him have pretty much already been. Shatner's trip to suborbital space and back was a short one, only about 10 minutes, but that didn't keep throngs of fans from being excited about the voyage.
I thought it was really, really cool that somebody from Star Trek was actually going to be going out into space.
But at 90, he's done it all. Why not?
Live long and prosper.
As a celebrity, Shatner will likely never be able to slip free of his bond with Star Trek, but at least as an amateur astronaut, he was able to slip the surly bonds of Earth, boldly going toward the very stars that made him a star, if only for a short time.
I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary.
What goes up must come down. Such was the case with 4 cooling towers at a retired UK power station that were brought down in spectacular fashion by a controlled implosion. UK-based DSM Demolition shared impressive video of the operation that leveled the nearly 300-foot structures that were the last of 8 inoperative cooling towers at the retired Eggborough Power Station in North Yorkshire. The company says the demolition is part of a plan to redevelop the site. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Well, that is all the news we have for you tonight.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening.